You all ready for Sean? Y'all ready for Dustin too? I'm here as well as Sean, and we are both doing this song now. Sean, take it over. That was a test that he just passed, everyone. We are live on YouTube. Welcome, YouTubers. Welcome, ya TikTokers, hip hoppers, non-stoppers, belly floppers. Here we are, and the place to be, Meltdown Island. You see, dun dun dun.
Good song, good opener, buddy.
I felt like that was a very good opener, and I appreciate you for hearing me, Sean, and also for being the inspirato for said beautiful musical moment. Yes, I would say that. Surprise. Are you surprised?
Yes.
I didn't hear a response, so I was like, maybe he's in shock still. I'll give him a second to breathe it out.
I was in shock.
I'm glad you're back, bud. It's good to see you.
How are you, buddy?
Good, buddy. Thank you for asking. That's very sweet.
Sure.
That's very noble of you.
Have a good weekend?
I had a very, how would you call it? Hey, Travis. I had a very, how would you say, wild whirlwind of a weekend.
All right.
All right, Sean.
What happened?
Well, we got to play in that Jackbox game since we started playing it on Meltdown Island. That's us. Since we started playing that, I got a little more popular with it. But at the same time, as more popular I got with it, I'm going to be honest with you, Sean, less popular I got on TikTok.
Huh.
Isn't that a strange phenomenon?
That is curious.
Curiously, I said, you know what? I think what we need to do is move this wonderful little game time extravaganza. I don't know how to say every word, but maybe it's that. And we moved it on over to Discords. So now we over on Discord. I know. Look at you. You are surprised. That one was a surprise. That one was. Did you see his face, everyone? That's how you know he's surprised. He went. And then he nodded like he really heard me that time.
All right.
Boy. Well, see, it's 3 hours earlier because you're out in LA, and you're probably over there, and you're just waking up, huh? Like a big old bear in hibernation.
Exactly.
Exactly indeed. I like saying words that he says wrongly as well. Exactly. By the way,
it's very supportive, buddy.
I try. Sometimes I don't always say all the words that you say make mess up. Sometimes I'm not able to keep up, but I'm trying to be supportive.
All right.
So we got into the Discord. Okay. Mike helped me out a little bit. Oh, you know what? You know how we best communicate, and that is through TikToks. Am I right, Sean?
Sure. Thank
you for that. Thank you. This is one of our Meltdown Islanders, whose name is Dinosaurus Rex. And I believe that she captured this weekend's moment in a short video clip. Sean, if I may?
Please,
may I?
Please.
May I?
Do it.
Whoa, bud. We'll get to you in a second. I feel like you might be a
little more aggressive. I'm a little more aggressive here on the West Coast.
I think so. Maybe it was well, we'll get to you in a second. Let me just get this peaceful moment of growth and wonderment out of the way. Before that grizzly bear of winter called Sean starts gripping. When the Meltdown Islanders ask you if you want to play Jackbox, even though you played 8 hours plus till real late, real early in the morning, the last 2 nights. Here comes Sunday. Here comes Sunday. All right, yeah, let's go. Let's run. Let's run it. That's so funny. It's a hilarious bit. I think it's really artistic. That music, get out of here. Listen to that soundtrack. I'll just let you listen to it one second.
This is very well acted too, I found.
Very well acted. I agree with you. Doing the old Brad Pitt of acting. I eat while I act. I eat. Look at me. I have popcorn. Look at me. I'm drinking something. Oh, I'm chewing gum now. I'm Brad Pitt of acting. See, I can do impressions. You didn't know I became an impressionist, did you?
I did.
You did?
I've heard them.
Which ones?
Your Timothy Chalamet, I think, is wonderful.
My Timothy Chalamet is on point. Go ahead.
Yeah. Your Joan Collins.
Well,
also.
Guess who we got to add to this list, my friend?
Who?
A Mr. Samuel Jackson.
So I saw him.
Nope. Mr. Samuel Jackson.
Okay, let's go. Best impressions. Let's see what we got. Let's go. Okay. Samuel Jackson, get these motherfucking snakes off his motherfucking plane. Okay, let's go. Best impressions. Let's see.
I mean, you definitely got the cursing down.
It was very intensely acted, too. Don't you think that,
So
too? Tense.
Very, very intense.
Sometimes you could tell that by the volume of a person's voice.
Agreed.
That's what I found, at least in my little corner of the world. Hello, Destiny Davis. Destiny Davis, you want to play again? And then guess what I did today? Guess what I did today, Sean?
What?
Another impression, because I found out I'm an impression wizard, which is a new term I've made up for being a wizard at impressions. And I did
Mitchell wants to know if that was a Cajun Samuel Jackson.
A Cajun Samuel L. Jackson. I didn't say anything about guarantee or anything about I didn't say anything about shrimp or Louisiana. It's very strange that that's what he thought. You wanted me to join Discord. I am Discord. I have all the issues. That's amazing. Thank you, Chris. That was quite the comment that you just gave. I appreciate it. I don't know why I appreciate it. Came in a lot of energy, maybe. I think I like that. What's that one there?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that one out.
Redline, Samuel L. Jackson. Redline. That's Redline, Sean.
Yeah, I know.
You do know?
Oh, yeah.
Redline.
I'm familiar with the BMX bikes, but
you're
I guess I'm also familiar with the Japanese film Redline, but I don't quite understand the reference.
That's okay. It was from our previous show where we didn't really have any merch. It was, dare I say, Redline was from the it was, dare I say, the birth of an island nation. I love when he smiles like he thinks he's so. Oh, we got Scruff.
Oh, that's nice.
Sean. Give him that Scruff. Get up close
Lynn.
to that. Get up close. Let us see that Scruff.
It's LA Sean. LA Sean is a little scruffier.
Oh, Scruffaloopolis.
How many streams are you monitoring at one time?
And
how to keep them from crossing?
That's a good question. So I have, let's just go ahead and check it out. I have this one here, which is on the TikToks. Okay. Down there's comments and stuff. Okay. That one's the computer there. That's where I'm watching Sean. You're currently watching Sean. Okay. Then right here, I've got my own little phone from Shu, which is monitoring the comments. So I don't have to look down at the comments. I can just look over at the comments and go, oh, I'm so dumb, huh? I'll never stop talking to you.
It's a very sophisticated operation.
And then lastly, I've got this phone here, which I'm using for the TikToks right now, and then I'll go back to monitoring the YouTube's channels, possibly. No, don't know. You never know where you might see me. Maybe in our Twitch stream. Maybe in somewhere else. You never know. It's Lynn. It's Lynn, Sean.
I know.
In Ocean City, SoCal,
Or Orange County.
or Orange County. I don't know, Sean, clearly. I was guessing at Ocean City, if you couldn't tell.
I think Ocean City's on the East Coast.
I think there's a couple of oceans.
Probably.
Anyway, let me quickly just jump right on over here to this wonderful impression called Snoop Doggy. You tell me.
Apparently, I'm an impressions wizard now, so let's go.
The two that come up, though, are Ocean City, Maryland, and Ocean City, New Jersey.
What's that, Sean? You were right in the middle of what was going to be Impression Wizard's first cast spell he was casting. I can't even say it correctly because I'm so engorged and raged right now by your flippant way of talking over someone's wizard moment.
All right, buddy.
It's the wizarding world of Dustin's impressions. Now, I got to start it over?
I don't see what's going on.
Well, I was showing you.
All right, Snoop Dogg. You got to do a Snoop Dogg impression.
Okay, here it goes.
I smoke on the weed, and my name is Snoop Dogg. Rapping. Apparently, I'm an impression wizard now, so let's go.
It's pretty good. That one was spot on, buddy.
Rapping. I even said rapping, like us. He's a rapper.
Yeah, no, I heard.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm an impressionist. I think I'm a double impressionist. I'm from like an impressionist period where impressionist artists do impressions.
All right.
Okay, moving on. Oh,
Do you have a third one?
I can make one right now.
I mean, there is such a thing as a rule of three, you know.
Well, I that one was just today. I don't think the people have even seen it. I don't think the people have been blessed by it yet. I don't think people have gone, "Oh, a wizard!" He's an impression wizard. Look at him make a face. I wonder what he'll do next time. You know what I mean?
You never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Thank you. I agree. Sometimes you do. There's a lot of people I've met multiple times for the first time.
Because they don't remember you the first time?
No, I don't. I'm not great at the memories and memories of people's and their names.
Okay.
I think I'm face blind or forgetful. One or the other. It's something. Not much though. How are you?
Fine.
Oh boy. Hi everyone. Welcome to a new segment called Meltdown Island. Travel logs. Stardate. Sean. 2022. Wintering in California. Sean, now I understand that you traveled. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, that is correct.
And
last week we were together.
That's true. Last week.
This week we are apart. And in that time, I traveled to this place.
True. Hi, Kim Stratton. Hi, Survivor Strength. Now, Sean, what day did you leave?
A Thursday.
A Thursday.
But it was late flight. It was 10:55
in the evening.
Yes. So had the whole day to get some errands out of the way, get caught up, tie up some loose ends.
I feel like I saw you that week. What day did I see you?
You saw me on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yes.
That was a good impression of Sam Kinison singing Barbra Streisand. How dare you, Mark? It was Snoop Doggy Dogg. Didn't you hear me say rapping? When's Barbra Streisand song ever had rapping in it? Sean?
Christmas song, maybe.
Nope. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells. Like that one? That is kind of rap, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. I just meant the other rapping with the W, where she might have
You
referenced
made a
rapping
pun.
gifts.
You went with the puns.
When you yelled memories. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you're saying I got another impression?
Sam Kinison doing Barbra Streisand, yes.
Memories! Memories! That's pretty good.
So anyway, we had the whole day to tie up some loose ends.
And then you left at 10:55. That's a pretty good time to fly out.
Yeah, the flight we were on was just about empty.
Really?
I mean, it was pretty empty. It was a pretty empty flight.
You was in a hollow tube, just you and your baby girl, just flying with some stewardess, almost like a private jet. Is what you're trying to express to me.
No, I mean, I just meant, I was using hyperbole.
You guys are now flying private jets around.
It's just, no, it's a commercial.
How
there were
early?
still
How early
plenty of people on it.
Oh, there were. Okay. Because I was going to be like,
relative
when did
to
Andy
other
get into
flights,
that Shiba Inu?
It was
When did
practically empty. That's all I'm saying.
But it was empty then. I'm okay. So that means you had to be around people. Were they all masked? Did you have any fights or any brawls break out on the
No problems.
flight?
No.
Because
We got there a little bit early so that we could have something to eat before we got on the flight. So I wanted a Leo's Coney Island.
Go ahead.
But she likes the fried chicken. She likes the fried chicken, so we stopped at
Wait a
Popeyes. So we went to the Popeyes.
Okay.
We went to the
Now we're getting down
Popeyes
to it.
in the McNamara terminal. It was
Getting into
delicious.
it.
Actually, it was delicious. I got the nuggets and they were remarkably tender. I was
You're
not
talking about
expecting it to be
Popeye's
so tender.
chicken nuggets.
Popeyes chicken nuggets at the Metro Airport, McNamara Terminal,
I'll be honest
by
with you.
gate A70.
I feel like that's a lot of information. I feel like airport fast food is some of the best fast food in the world. Thoughts?
Yeah, you think so? You think they pick up their game there in airports?
I think that you have a natural inclination. Everything's clean. People gone through security. I'm assuming they're paid a little bit more because they got to go through security.
I don't know.
You don't know. You think that they're smuggling.
But all
You think
I know
Popeyes
is
is smuggling
the
in.
nuggets were very yummy. All right, they were yummy.
Yeah,
I got the Cajun fries, which it's a callback to the Cajun.
Mhm.
You do a Cajun Samuel L. Jackson.
I think that is spam of some sort. Anyway.
Yeah, that looks like it would be a spam thing.
So then you
Spam was
guys,
gonna write something. It seems like it would write that.
right? Gross.
Yes.
What time did you guys arrive then in LA? LA. I'm in LA. Hi, my
Well-
name's Sean. I'm in LA.
Before that, we were eating the Popeyes, and we got to the airport a little too early.
Go, little rock star. I like that you're early.
Because, and it's something that I'm not really an early person.
No, in fact, I would most of the time say that you have a wonderful sense of timing as far as entering a room right at the, like, everybody's about to go, hey, and then you come in like, hey, Sean's here. Oh.
Okay.
Not at all. That's a JK. I'm being facetious. But I was just trying to agree with you in a funny way.
So, but that's definitely Andy's influence. She likes to get there early and get organized, not to feel rushed.
Hey, got it. Can't hate the player. Can't hate the game even. Not that one.
So, and also, I was hoping to get a Starbucks coffee while we were at the airport, but it was closed. The airport was closed.
Airport Starbucks.
The airport Starbucks.
They don't want you caffeinated,
2 or
getting
3.
on that plane at 11 p.m. going, I don't need to wear a mask now, right? They don't want
I
that.
mean, I don't know if that's true because there was another coffee shop that we had passed earlier that
Let's see.
was still open. So part of me was wishing that I had stopped there, but there was a specific drink at the Starbucks that I was in the mood for.
You get a specific drink at
It's a
Starbucks.
vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
You have a Starbucks order that is Sean's. This is
I mean,
Sean.
I don't know. It's. I mean, I don't. That's not the way Starbucks thinks of it. It's not
No, of course not. But if
I
I was
went in to order, I mean, it's one of their standard drinks.
If you and Andy were to take me along as your valet, let's say, and Andy was to come up to me and say, "Here, young Dustin, here's $30. I would like you to go and get me this sort of order, and then if you can just grab Sean's Starbucks
probably.
drink." I mean, it would be that kind of thing, though. You get one drink.
But you couldn't go into Starbucks and say, "Could I have the Sean?"
Never. We're not angry reactions. We don't have a pizza named after us on Pizza Huts.
Exactly. So, so at that time, I didn't feel like we should slow things down and get a coffee at that point. But then when we got all the way down to A70, I kind of wish that we had.
Because you feel like you'd burned off the rest of that energy from the day.
Right. Exactly.
So now that's where the grumpiness probably started, from right there.
Wait, was I grumpy? Did I say I was grumpy? I don't.
You haven't shaven in 2 weeks. You're
I haven't shaven in 2 weeks. I've only been gone a week.
Oh, okay. Good point. All right, touche. This one time.
Are we getting promotional consideration from Starbucks, Popeyes, Leo's, and Pizza Hut?
No, but we are from Metro Detroit Pizza and Food Eatery and Concessionatoriums. Hi, are you traveling? Are you traveling on a plane? Come to Detroit's areas for food. This spot was paid for and promoted by such businesses as Popeyes, Starbucks, at the Metro Airport, Detroit.
So we got on the plane at that point.
You get on the plane.
Yeah. And, like I said, it was a pretty light crowd, so it didn't take us long to board.
You didn't go tough crowd or anything. You didn't say anything like that when you got in there?
No.
You didn't even. Were you in first class though, right? It's the only way to fly, right?
We were in Comfort Plus. We were actually in an exit row.
Exit row, Comfort Plus.
And when I get in the exit row, I take it seriously. I read up on it.
Got to. You never know when tragedy's going to strike.
Yeah. And if I'm called upon,
go ahead,
to open the door.
If you're called upon to open the door,
I'm going to know what to do. Mm-hmm. So I was reading up on it, and actually, while I was reading up on it, the stewardess came up or the flight attendant.
Came
up and
good save.
Thank you. The flight attendant came up and because she's got to get a verbal confirmation that we are up to the challenge.
You're up for the challenge of your rival.
And so she asked us, she goes, "Look, you guys are in an exit row, so I have to get a verbal confirmation to make sure you guys are
and he was like, maybe we're
willing to take on
rows.
This responsibility." And Andy said yes, and I said yeah. In fact, and I held up that little card, the card that's
you started getting all like
in the pocket in front of you that has all the emergency information on it.
I
just happened to be reading it at the time, so I was like, yeah, I'm studying up on it right now. She didn't necessarily seem impressed, though. I'm not going to lie to you. She didn't seem impressed that I was studying up on it. I feel like she just...
Do you think that she hears that every plane
I don't know that she does.
Gets on?
I don't know that she does.
Part of me thinks that maybe, just possibly, she's heard that one before because I
it wasn't... I wasn't going for a bit. I actually was reading up on it at that moment.
Mm-hmm. You know what it is? She's heard it so many times, it's a bit to her. She's like, oh, are you reading up on it? You guys need any coffee? Did you stop at Starbucks? Okay.
I had not stopped at a Starbucks, but at that point, I got a Verner's from the food service. It was a ginger ale. It was
1 second, Sean.
It was a Canada Dry. I got a ginger ale.
Just 1 second. My
What?
apologies. Meltdown Island boys! Welcome, Meltdown Island boys, to the Be Live. Hey! Come on back to the island. Go ahead, Sean.
So I got a ginger ale and bag of chips,
Stack Bundies.
which was complimentary. They gave me the bag of chips, which was nice.
Ooh.
And I still had a chocolate chip cookie from Popeyes that I hadn't eaten yet. That I was
So
saving for
Popeyes was a
flight.
very big opening to this whole trip, dare I say.
I mean, the nuggets were actually very good. I mean, I was really surprised at how tender the nuggets were.
Tender nuggets, right?
So they had No Time to Die available on the plane, the new James Bond movie.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, right?
So
'Cause
you
it's already
watched that
streaming on
movie?
HBO Max.
Oh, it
You
is?
know, yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that later.
I just, but I had realized though that I hadn't seen Spectre, which is the one before it. So I didn't want to see them out of order. So it turns out Spectre was available on the plane. So I watched Spectre.
Did you know the story that Radiohead was invited to write the theme song for Spectre?
Oh, really?
They, in fact, did write the theme song for Spectre, and the James Bond family. Is it a family or is it a mob group? It's a mob family, movie purist family. It's definitely a family that owns James Bond as a character.
So
They chose Sam Shepard. No, not Sam Shepard. That's a playwright. Sam, British fella named Sam.
So rumors spread that Radiohead would record the theme for the upcoming James Bond film Spectre.
Now
The
real
Spectre
quick.
production team liked the song, but rejected it when they discovered it had not been written for the film, and was therefore ineligible for the Academy Award for Best Original Song.
I'm surprised by that. Because
So
the story I heard was to write a James Bond song, you are meant to use certain chords. It's always the same chords, and then fit. You can do it any way you want, but you got to use these chords, and you got to use it thematic or have it be whatever. So I'm surprised that they said it wasn't written for that, because I heard they wrote it specifically for the movie. I heard the exact opposite.
That was just some speculation.
It was a Spectre.
I mean, this is off Wikipedia. But I guess that's how much
You're saying the story alone was a Spectre. It was almost a ghost story.
I'm not saying that at all.
I want you to say it, though, because I think it would really add to the Spectre talk.
Are you sure?
Like, Radiohead wrote a ghost song, and then that ghost song was meant for a movie called Spectre, which is another term for ghosts. And then that ghost song was rejected, and now the story is fake news, which is a ghost of truth. I don't know. You tell me. I'm honestly asking.
I don't know the answer.
I'll tell you. The estate of Ian Fleming.
Okay.
They own it. They're the family. Just so you know.
Yes.
I was right about something. No big deal. So, you watch 2 James Bond films.
No, I only watched the first one.
Oh, you're going to watch the other one on the way back?
Perhaps, or before then on HBO.
Oh, look at them windows behind you.
But then I started watching.
Man.
Nice. They're nice.
Remember, that's how I found out last year that you had actually been living in LA during the winter. And not in Detroit like you had led me to believe. I don't want to say lie, but much like your car, which you did not sell, though I was led to believe. Go ahead. What are you saying?
They should cast Dustin as a villain in a Bond film.
Oh,
Bond would
Ha
have
ha ha
so
ha
much
ha.
trouble following him.
Ha 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 ha, Mark.
Like that got a chuckle out of Andy in the gallery.
Bring her in.
Ah.
I want to see her laughing.
So, but it's like something like a 4.5 hour flight. And a James Bond movie is usually like 2.5 hours. It's usually it usually breaches the 2 hour mark.
It does. Some say it's
So,
close to 3. Hello, Nancy Ann Dobbins.
so to watch a second movie
Go on.
is, just from this timing standpoint, is challenging.
How long's the flight?
What's that?
How long?
4.5 hours. So it was like 2 hours, 10 minutes, 2 hours, 15 minutes was the movie. So all of a sudden you got just a.
And the thing is, here's the thing that sucks is you could be landing, be almost done with the movie, and they flip that right off onto their specialty things. And you're like, oh, did it? What about did they did? You know what I mean? You don't want to be left hanging like that.
Well, we also in these, because in the Comfort Plus, the other seat is so far ahead. In fact, in this particular plane, the leg room was almost too much. It was almost
you want to put your legs up.
Yeah, but the seat in front is so far away that the video monitor for the movies is not in the back of the seat, which is like it is in most other rows.
Oh,
it's one of those where it pulls up from the arm rest. And then it sits right in front of you on a little mechanical arm.
Armrest television.
Yeah.
In front of your face is what you're trying to tell me.
Exactly. But
welcome
because
to
it comes
2022, everyone.
It is. Yeah, 2022. This is we're in the future. This is the future. We could have started the movie earlier if I hadn't been bragging about how ready I was to assist.
You was all into
it. Point, Micula. I'll grant you that.
But Micula, he's also trying to let Andy know that she's safe. You know what I mean? He's trying to be a gentleman. Right. He's like, yeah, thank you, ladies.
I want everyone on the plane to know that I was taking the responsibility seriously.
I don't like to go around saying I'm a U.S. Marshal, but I've got this row handled if there's an emergency.
So, but anyway, because this TV monitor comes out of the seat.
See that, Mark?
It has to be put away when they begin the landing sequence. You know, like when they're like put up your tray tables and your seat's in an upright position. And if you got one of those TVs out of your armrest, you got to stow that away now. So
and then she looks over like this.
Yeah, exactly. So I lost 15 minutes. I lost 15 minutes
You're
at the end when I could have been watching the end of the second movie that I started watching. So I'm left 20 minutes behind, 20 minutes away from the end of the second movie.
Ain't nobody want that.
And now I got to go catch up. I don't even remember what it was, to be honest. Hey, Andy.
Wait, you were actually watching the Spectre when it went off?
No, I was watching the next movie.
What was the next movie? That's what you're trying to find out. That's what you're trying to find out from Andy?
Yeah. Hey, Andy.
We need some fact checking.
She's gone silent.
Yeah, Mark, the people on TikTok, some of the trolls on there have also said I should be a Bond villain. Or, what's the other one? Oh, Harry Potter's. And the Bad Sorcerer. I always see it in Comfort Minus. We have to watch Get Smart movies, no Bond films, and we don't get a TV screen. We get a one-room monitor that's at the front of the curtain area. Wow, that stinks. Comfort Minus, huh? Do you have to pay for bags that way on Comfort Minus? Hello, Nancy and Diamonds.
You know what movie I started watching? The second movie was.
Go ahead, second movie.
It was that Ryan Reynolds movie.
Ryan Reynolds. Don't say Mr. Good Guy.
It's no, not the good guy. The Free Guy.
Free Guy. Don't say Free Guy because I want to see that too.
That was what I started watching. The Free Guy.
Oh, that was supposed to be out like 2 years ago. They had that thing done.
I got 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes from the end. And then they're like, you got to stow your stuff.
You're
Prepare
like,
for
I'm
landing."
almost at the end, though.
Yeah.
Can't you guys take it around LA one more time? One more loop. One more loopy loop. I ain't even gotta watch the credits. Let me get through the last thing. They're about to jump. Pretty good though. Pretty good impressionist. I'm really coming alive, huh? These
Wait, who was that impression? Who was that one an impression of again?
That was an impression of you at the end of a movie.
Oh, okay.
While you're asking to be put away.
Yeah, no, it sounds like me for sure.
Pretty good. I mean, look, I'm not going to get the exact vocal tones, but as an impressionist,
yeah,
I do my own impressionistic take.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to hear impressions that sound like the people you're impersonating?
Oh, look at me. I'm George Bush. Oh, la-di-da. I have a fancy voice. Who cares about your voice? I'm going to show you. I'm going to hold up a mirror to who you really are. I'm talking as a human. We pay for the Comfort Plus people's bags. Well, then why do you even go on Comfort Minus? There sounds like there's just absolutely nothing good about it. I'll be honest with you. Better with improv.
You even get less room in Comfort Minus.
Yep. Just to let everybody know, over here on TikTok, we're doing a YouTube show called Meltdown Island. And we're doing a little catch-up, much like Casey's foot last night, who stepped in catch-up. We're listening to my good friend and side piece. Is that what you call it? Oh, co-host, Sean Hanlon. Because he said, screw you, Detroit. I'm going out to LA. I'm in LA. I winter in LA.
Yeah, that again, not exactly the best impersonation, but for an impressionist,
Go ahead.
I can see where it's coming from.
Thank you.
You play the subtext more than the actual
subtext. I play the subs part of the text.
Yes,
I do. I agree with you on that. I do. So you then what? You landed. You got off the plane. I'm assuming.
Yep. And getting off the plane wasn't a big ordeal like it normally is because it was such a light crowd again.
No people on the plane. Lovely.
Very few. Not no,
very
but
few.
Very few. Relative.
Was everyone in pub? Was everyone in Comfort Plus, or were there some?
They were scattered throughout the plane.
They didn't say, "Hey, everybody, move up front." We want everybody to sit up front. That way, we balance out the wings a little bit. They didn't do anything like that. They don't do anything like that.
No.
Hey, just because there's not a whole bunch of people on this plane, let's all just come up to first class and we're all equals today.
Oh, they certainly wouldn't do that.
Wow, it's surprising.
Yeah.
Seems like it would be a little fun treat. Hey, everybody, little fun treat. We don't usually do this, but because there's so many little people on the plane.
Right.
I was gonna say so few people, but
like at improv shows when there was a spattering of audience, like, hey, everyone move to the front of the theater. It'll be more fun.
Make more fun. You can see us, hear us. We can see you, hear you, touch you.
Less of that lately,
share the air, as they call it.
But back in the 90s, for sure, that's what it was. A lot of touching going on.
Oh, I'm a toucher.
Yes, you are.
I was told by Larry, you got to come out. You got to make contact with the person in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Put your hand on their shoulder, bump their and I was like, okay. And then one girl was like, I feel like you're a sexual predator because you touch too much. And I'm like, I was told to touch. We were in different classes. But I then went on to say, I'm not a sexual predator. In fact, I'm not. I don't have sex, and I sure don't I'm not a predator. Look at me. You can see me. I can't go invisible. I'm not from an alien species.
Yeah,
I'm human. What's that say? Tig Note Haro's bit about impressions is worth a look when you get a chance. Oof. I would be weirded out if I don't want to be too influenced by other impressions. Oh, hello, Nikki. What are you doing, John?
Hello.
Hello? You're saying hello? That's lovely. To be clear, the people themselves were not little. To be clear. Yep, they're not little people. Not at all. Nope.
Good clarification. Important
Thank you.
clarification.
Thank you, Len. Very important clarification that I think was very well said and stated by you. Len from Orange County, California.
California.
You might have to
Oh,
represent.
sorry. Thanks, Nikki, for giving me the slack.
Well, I don't think she's giving you slack. I think she's saying, get it together, bud. You're bringing the...
No, because the next one, she'll let it slide.
As long as she doesn't laugh at it, we're fine.
Oh, no.
Oh,
She
no.
laughed out loud.
Okay, so did you have what? A taxi? What, Jamie picked you up?
No, it was like, it was like
You get limo service?
midnight 30 or something like that.
So
So
limos
we
only
had
run
to
then.
take we took a lift.
Oh, a Lyft, not even Uber.
No.
You're a wild man, dude.
But because the LAX is just such a sprawling airport and
It's sprawling.
yeah, when the
As an
traffic
airport?
is just so bad.
You're talking about cars?
Yeah, the traffic getting into it is so bad
Listening?
that they shuttle you to a place further outside of the footprint of the airport.
Uh-huh.
And that's where the lift comes to pick you up.
Wow. So you had to get a ride to a place to get a ride
Right, exactly.
to go to a place.
Good summary, Dustin. Really good summary, buddy.
Hello, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have told me 100 years ago that, first of all, we'd be flying in airplanes, I'd have called you a liar. If you'd have told me then that we'd be flying airplanes, then getting a ride to another place to then get another ride, I'd have probably slapped you in the face, called you a liar.
Yeah.
But I can be aggressive and or very reactionary sometimes. I'm not saying that's in any way, shape, or form and a form of abuse, because it's not. It's just literally shock. Sometimes I slap my phone. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to mess up all the screens, but I just wanted to show you that sometimes shocks have come out of us in different ways. Let me fix all this over here. Okay, really did that a little too far out of the way there. Okay, there we go.
So, but I guess they're doing that in all the big airports now. That's what I understand.
The topic of discussion today was they do that in all the big airports now.
See, told you.
Now that was a space out. That was a space out reaction.
Yeah. They take you on a ride to get to the ride.
That they do it in all airports, because I was already shocked with the slap from the future. And then after I was already, I already got that out. See, I'm not going to go around slapping on every shock. The second shock was more internal, more less gregarious, and more, oh, I don't know anything anymore. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. More internal.
Yeah.
If you would have told Alexander Graham Bell 100 years ago about Meltdown Island, he would have a lot of questions. Like, what's an internet? Am I right? You should travel more. Just always laughing at me. Is that Alec Baldwin? No, it's his brother, Jonathan Baldwin.
Or maybe Alex Baldwin. Sort of a knockoff of Alec Baldwin.
It is Alex Baldwin. It's welcome to the show, Alex Baldwin.
I'd be like, hey.
Hey, I'm Alex.
You're not who we were expecting at all. I get that a lot.
Hey there, Dustin. How are you handsome? Your eyes must have goop in them.
Did somebody just say you were handsome?
Yeah, and they asked me, how did I get so handsome? And then my answer was, you must have sleep in your eyes still. Where are you at? You in Australia? You in Tanzania? You in Tasmania? You got to get that goop out your eyes. I think I have some sleep. Nope. No bugs. No sleep bugs. How do I share this? You guys are hilarious. Well,
And all
I'll be
caps
honest with you,
too. Huh?
Nikki. I do appreciate that. You're all caps, freak out of the word hilarious, even. But I'll be honest with you. We've, for 2 years, 2 different intonations of the show, multiple co-hosts. We sure haven't found a way to share it yet. We haven't found a way to get all those eyeballs on us. But the way they are on, let's say, a hot girl on Twitch who licks microphones. Sean, do you know that? You know they lick microphones. You hear me? Hello? Sean, your screen is going black.
What happened? I'm back.
Thank you. Guess who's back? That is him. Alex back. Yes, my man. Alex got the joke.
Oh, I'm a
What?
Sharpie.
Yeah, he is a Sharpie, and I'm a dullard. Welcome to Meltdown Island. That's us.
So then we took the lift from the airport, or from the airport lift area, and
No, I don't have my
because it
glasses.
was midnight 30, the roads the traffic was pretty light.
Just to clarify one last thing, they don't have sleep in their eyes. They weren't wearing their glasses. So that's the problem.
Okay. Oh, that's hilarious.
That's why I'm handsome.
That's why you were so handsome. So it was like,
Pretty good
why are
joke.
you
Pretty
so-
good joke.
Why are you so handsome? Well, let me get my glasses and see how handsome this guy
Hey,
is.
Kelsey.
Oh, maybe he's not that
Oh,
handsome.
oops. I lost my signal. Oops. Airplane mode. Drops your call, then you can't say you hung up on someone. That's a little trick that me and the kids know, Sean.
It's a good trick.
Hey, you're welcome to it, bud. Not to use it
All
on
right.
me, because I will definitely yell at you. Hi, Jordan Quimbley. Hi, Kelsey. So, we had someone ask Nikki about what the topic was today, and it was what happened over the weekend. I'll be honest with you, that took up the whole hour.
Huh.
I took up a good 20-something minutes with technical issues again, like we start every show. One of our favorite
Yep.
ways to start a show. If you ever go back to watch any of the other live episodes, make sure you just want to fast forward to the first 20 minutes, probably.
Or not. Sometimes entertaining to watch you
The
struggle.
ones where we're laughing the whole time because of such high watermarks of technical difficulties, you're going to want to go back to watch the beginning, because those are definitely master classes in the Nutty Professor falling down the stairs vibe.
We did not, Mark. We did not.
Is the person who tastes the microphone Alex Baldwin's daughter?
Oh,
I added a word. I
you
added a word.
there that changed it altogether.
Yep. He changed it with Alex. And then what I did is add a little more connotation by bringing in the daughter that he berated on that phone call that we all remember. And if you don't, look it up. Did we get to the end of Sean's story? Not yet. We're almost there. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Because we did end my story of how the Meltdown Island community has, let's say, island hopped from TikTok on over to Discord, where we're playing not video games, Jackbox games. And I'm talking rolling deep now. We rolling deep. You remember Mike McGettigan, Sean?
Oh,
remember
sure.
You remember
I remember.
Mike McGettigan? Yeah.
He used to co-host the show.
He did used to co-host the show, and he's a real good friend of yours. You might even saw him last week before you left, but I don't know how long you've been gone.
Since Thursday.
Oh, that's right. So not even a week. But Sean's
Retention.
got a lot on his brain. He's
Sure.
currently directing a movie. And by the way, before we finish Sean's story, Casey Jones thought he got discovered last week by you because you said you was in a movie. Was you in that movie, Detroit Rock City?
I was not.
You were not. Okay. He thinks you were. He thinks you said you were.
I was not.
Good. I can't wait to tell him that. Go ahead. Now
I
back
was
to Sean's story.
I was in Detroiters. I was in that Detroiters.
Detroiters. Yep, that's what I tried to explain.
I
But
was
he
a
was
hockey. I was
so,
a Red Wings fan. I was a hockey fan.
so. I don't know what you call it. So sure.
I do love the song Detroit Rock City. And when we were playing the Jackbox, not last week, a couple weeks ago,
Yep, this is when
they said, what song would be inappropriate? You and I went face to face. What song would be inappropriate for bride and groom as their first dance together at their wedding, the bridal dance? And I put Detroit Rock City.
Wild that you remember that. And then what I put?
WAP.
WAP.
And
that sounds like not a good song to be listening to.
You got a super quiblet.
Oh, good. Quiplash. Yep, that's called
super quiplash. You got a super quiplash.
We've had some exciting moments. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know how you get fired up, Sean. I know how you get fired up.
I get a little passionate about it.
People were surprised that I got fired up when we got all the way down to the last second, and boom, I put one last clue in, and someone actually guessed the correct answer. You could have told me we won the Super Bowl of games because I was fired up, and people were a little taken aback, and I'm like, you ain't playing right. If you ain't this engaged and passionate about getting one right, the final buzzer beater, ew, then live your life. So back to your story. We got into the car. We got taken to a car. We got in that car, and then what we do? Super Whiplash.
Super Whiplash sounds like a TV show.
Hey, Tom Schultz.
Hey, Tom Schultz.
If you want to pop over to the Discord island, let us know. Mark Mikula, let me know. You just got to friend me, give you that little code, and then I'll add you. And boy, oh boy, is it a world. Go ahead, Sean.
So we got in the lift and headed to our apartment, which is downtown.
Okay.
And I noticed, especially when there's not a lot of other cars on the road, you realize how wide their freeways are. It's crazy.
It is? How do you mean?
Just the sprawling swaths of concrete that are like 4 regular lanes and a couple of high frequency lanes and a
on each side.
lane.
On each side, you're saying. So that's like 12 to 15 lanes.
And then in the middle of that, some sort of mass transit, either a train or a rapid bus transit system. It's really pretty intense. And
if you watch that television show, and it would be called Perry Mason.
Yes.
The new Perry Mason on HBO.
There's a new Perry Mason on HBO.
Here's the fun thing. Watch my words. Watch my words as I say them. A new Perry Mason that is older than the old Perry Mason. See, that was not a slap shock. That's a more internal combustible shock that you're going through. I can see it. I can see it right now. It's almost an internal meltdown. I feel like it's an internal meltdown. So, if you take Perry Mason and you make him younger, going further back in time before, hold on. How you know Perry Mason? How you know him? Tell me how you know him.
I know the old TV show that used to be in reruns still.
What was his job?
He was a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. Guess what? He's not even a lawyer yet. Sean, don't go away. Sean, don't hang up. Sean. Thank God. You okay, bud? That was not yet.
What? Is he in law school?
Law school. We talking about the 1900s, bub.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Perry Mason from the 50s.
Go on.
when he was still young,
Go ahead. getting
relative
it.
to the 50s.
Yep.
So it goes back to like the 19-teens.
20s. Great Depressions. Coming out of it. Before, can I tell you this? Now I'm going to wrap it up. Before, there was an interstate that wrapped all the way around the mountains, and they explain how, who, what, and why they did all that. Can I? You want me to spoil it for you? Spoiler alert: racism.
Oh, all right. That checks out.
Surprise! Racism. Again. Way to ruin LA, racism. I'm talking back 100 years ago. I hope nobody reports me for yelling the word racism anywhere. I'm just expressing spoiler alerts from TV shows. It's very wild. Very good show. Highly suggest. It's a very good winter watch out.
So this is when he was doing his undergrad or something?
No schooling.
So what does he do? What's the series about?
It's about him. About Perry Mason.
Huh.
Mr. Mason's. On the Mason farm. End up becoming LA Airport. Everything I'm telling you about this series, you just experienced and told us about, and now I'm telling you about it from a different POV in time. This has been an amazing show so far. Right now, this has just turned up, like gone up an extra level. It's much like crypto coins. Right now, we are peaking and people are cashing out. That's how good this episode's been.
Robert Patrick is in that Perry Mason HBO show.
He is.
He was
Robert
the
Patrick
Terminator.
Mason.
He was the Terminator.
No, I don't think so.
He was the Terminator in Terminator 2.
Terminator 2? I don't think he was.
Yes, he was.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, he was not the. He was the liquid Terminator, the one Arnold Schwarzenegger was fighting against in Terminator 2.
No, that was that one guy who was like, looks all.
It was Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick. I guess we'll agree to disagree.
No, it's not. It's not a disagreeable thing. Robert Patrick, actor, Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Oh, Judgment Day?
Yes.
And it's not. Arnold wasn't in that one then.
Yes, Arnold wasn't in that one.
But
that
okay.
Was the first one where he was a good guy.
So Arnold was this no longer a Terminator. This was before he was a Terminator number 2.
He was a Terminator, but he was reprogrammed in the future and then sent back to protect John Connor.
So Terminator goes in the past and he comes back. So this is Back to the Future. It comes back to the future and then he gets reprogrammed and he comes back again. This is crazy. This is wild. Maybe I watched them through. Yes, Robert Patrick was the melty cop. You got a funny little melty face. Come all the way up to the camera. Wrong way. There you go, champs. And tilty. There you go. It's tricky, but you get it. Ooh.
You see
now,
him,
see,
man?
I see the metal guy.
Well, that was when he was in the store fighting Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that metal guy was a mannequin, and so
he's looking at it like, "Are you on my side, mannequin man?"
Yes, exactly. Hello.
He really did. That's a stupid Terminator. Am I right, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
That's a dumb Terminator. It's like, get your robot parts together.
I mean, that's the better shit. Probably the more memorable moment.
Oh, so he was RoboCop?
No.
Because I remember that, and I remember you couldn't see his face very well.
No, RoboCop was a different one altogether.
Young Percival is a fun riff on Perry Mason too, with Jerry Maguire. Modern Family is a very young Perry Mason. Come on, that's not true.
RoboCop is Peter Weller.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
Garbage in, garbage out. Dummy dumb Terminators are dummy dumb, and so
Peter
dumb
Weller.
put it.
There's him now. There's him as RoboCop.
Oh, that's not Perry Mason.
And that's his name. No, of course. Nobody said it was Perry Mason. Corey
Are
was
you
asking if
being
he was
confusing on
RoboCop.
purpose, Sean?
No, I'm not being confusing on purpose.
I am. Can you say hi, Katie, please? So
Hi,
my
Katie,
co-driver
please.
doesn't know that this can be live. Hi, Katie! Hi, Katie! Today is January 19th. Or is it the 18th? I can't ever
Micula.
remember. 18th of December. January. Go ahead.
I thought The Rock played RoboCop. All right. Everyone's being wise guys now. And then Micula's Peter Wellers was a great Pink Panther.
The Rock plays the Rock Cop. Cop Rock. He was in Cop Rocks. Peter Wellers. Oh, the Pink Panther. I know it now.
It was Peter Sellers. That was Peter Sellers, Micula.
Peter Sellers. He's in that one movie where the guy rides the nuclear bomb and rides it, and it's famous for being kind of like a Borat of its time.
Yeah.
We're all smart Alexes.
We were smart Alexes. And Micula, he's a Sharpie.
I'm telling you, if we were a crypto coin, people would be cashing out today. That's how good this show's been. This is a peak of a show right here.
Peak of a show.
You guys are seeing peak show performance right now. He gets it now. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know why I'm yelling that part, but the T100, T1000. And that's why I'm ice cold 3000, much like.
Yeah, Robert Patrick was the T1000.
That's Robert Patterson. Yeah. He's a vampire.
Robert Pattinson.
Why do so many
people
a
vampire, but he's also Batman.
Why do so many people have names? Sean, if you have the patience of a crocodile, alligator, or if you prefer a praying mantis, real fact, all three of those animals are very patient. You know what else is? A sloth.
Yes.
And I know that Sean likes to be cuddled.
I do love a good cuddling.
And he doesn't clip his nails, so they kind of grow out real long like a sloth does. So I'm not saying he's a sloth man, but you know, I don't think he's got scales. I don't think he's an insect.
And it takes me a long time to get to places.
Boy, does it. Thank you for callback about how you're always late. Thank you for that, bud. We like to have fun here on Meltdown Island.
Yes, we do.
Don't we though, Sean?
But thank you for that information. It's nice to know that those animals are patient. I mean, I guess crocodiles and alligators especially, you just think of them just sitting in the water with their eyes poking out, waiting for prey to go by so they can just attack it.
You think of alligators? You go around thinking about alligators?
No, I'm just saying, if you think about what they do, which is sit in the muck.
I misheard that. Yep.
And just wait for prey to walk by so they can chomp at them. Then yeah, that would require a lot of patience.
Hey, Mike's checking in on the Discord.
Mike McGettigan?
Yep.
That's fun.
That's so sweet.
Hi, Mike McGettigan.
Isn't that sweet? I don't think he's listening to us.
Sweet. Oh, that's an outrage.
Well, no, that's not an outrage. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
So Corey wants to know what Meltdown Island really means, buddy. We didn't go through that at the beginning because we were melting down.
Our ex-co-host Mike, it was Mike and Dustin's Island, and then
they get rich on YouTube Island.
They get rich on YouTube Island. I know, Nikki. I saw that because I was about to show everybody my thing. Here's my thing, everyone. So that is the code you put into, what do you call it? I tell you. Discord. You put that into Discord, you friend me, and then I add you to the Meltdown Island group. And you just get to find out a whole bunch of people's names. And, you know, Nikki laughs at you. It's real fun. Meltdown Island, though. Have you ever had a meltdown? Hi there. What's your name? Are you just like exactly like me? Have you ever had a meltdown too, where you're in public and you forgot your wallet and you're in the checkout line and there's people behind you and in front of you and you reach for your wallet and it's not there and you feel like you explode on the inside and you're all alone and no one else is around and it feels like you're on an island by yourself melting down until you get to the front and you say, I'm sorry, I forgot my wallet. And then you have to run out of the store, embarrassed and stuff. But then you drive home and then you don't go back to the store because, you know what I mean? It's like, what am I going to do? Go back in there and embarrass myself again? It's kind of like that. Welcome to Meltdown Island. That's us. Sean?
Where that feeling?
That feeling? Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to understand your explanation. Where that feeling of embarrassment?
I think it's that feeling of isolation brain. Hi, my name's Tom, and I'm a meltdowner. I like to say islander, but meltdowner is good too. I'm not trying to naysay you. I'm not a naysayer, but I am a soothsayer. We also feel like the world is melting down around our island that we call Earth. Hello. Oh, hello, people of Earth. How are you?
So Lynn just updated your
Listening?
number. It's Destroyed. You put Detroit.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Good catch, Lynn.
Good catch. Good catch. Good catch. That's a great catch. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Sean. You want to know another secret? That little I is important.
Yeah.
Capitalization and or minimalization. Non-capital. Baby letter. No.
Lowercaseization.
I don't. Lowercaseization is important. And then also that hashtag and number. Now, the word it's and Dustin, not important. But
They do not apply.
Yep.
Capital D. Meltdown
you wanna see
Island
it?
Gander.
Dust Royet. I expect a Royet. Man, thank goodness Lynn is in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they understand when I say I wouldn't have the Meltdown Island Discord, and we wouldn't have made it this far this weekend if it weren't for you guys hanging out and saying words and being there. Because I don't do much, buddy. Meltdown Island Gander. Give Sean a second.
I caught it.
My bus.
We can move on.
He got
He got his own name wrong.
He got how.
His own name. His own name.
Okay. Okay, I do laugh a lot. Your words. Your words, Nikki. Go ahead, Sean. So you get out of the car.
Oh, yeah. Right. We got out of the car and...
Wait. Who drove you in this lift?
The Lyft driver.
And what was her name?
It was a he, but I don't actually remember the name because Andy was the one who got the lift on her phone, so I never really learned the person's name.
And you just sort of passed out when you got in the car?
No, but I was paying more attention to the width of the freeways than I was.
I remember that part now.
Yeah.
That's where we left off.
Yeah, right.
And you were just like this. I'm in a concrete desert. What have we become as a species? Is that what you were doing, Sean?
Right. Well, then I was thinking about all those cars.
Every day.
Burning all that gas.
Every day.
Putting all that CO2 into the
Every day I write that book.
Every gallon of gas, burning 1 gallon of gas is 6 pounds of CO2 into the atmosphere.
I just happen to have an example of what fat looks like today. It's this big blubbery. No, I don't. I remember when they used to do that on Oprah. So, Sean.
What?
When you
that's a lot of when you think of a gas. I mean, it's a lot. to get a weight of 6 pounds.
And you go around thinking about gas.
Just saying.
Okay.
I think of all that CO2 into the atmosphere.
And so you're, if I can just take us through it, you're riding in a car, not
Mhm.
driven by you, not owned by you. Sitting in new underwear, I assume. I know you like to buy
It was
new
clean
underwear.
underwear. It was clean underwear, at least.
Oh, okay. And then you're looking around at this concrete desert. And you know what, Corey? That's also what Meltdown Island's about. We like to examine where we're at on this island of a planet that is caught within the vortex of a fireball that's flying through the air. Not the air, pardon me, space itself. And because we're not sitting still and just floating around. It's going, zhoof! It's dare I say, almost at the speed of light. Almost, but not. And we're just caught in this vortex, zipping along behind it. And much like the Easter Islanders, who had a wonderful island, but what'd they do, Sean? They went up and used up all the trees and had no ecosystem left because they wanted to move them big old stone heads to the edge of the island, which actually I've been really trying to do on Discord, but I'm getting a lot of pushback so far. But that's a JK. I just threw that in there for Mark. I know he likes intellectual jokes. And so if we don't look around right now and say, are we the drama? Are we the Easter Islanders? Are we the ones that are going to basically repeat history because we haven't learned anything yet about not repeating history? That we're going to go ahead and what?
Kill
We're
ourselves?
not going to lock up the congressmen that were plotting to take over the government. We're going to allow them to go ahead and pass laws that are going to exclude people from voting. That just seems so un-American. Seems unpatriotic, dare I say.
Well,
It was a dare. It wasn't like me going out on a limb. I don't want to get too political right now before my campaign for president.
so
I'd happily be the professor to your Gilligan any day, Sean.
these are Gilligan's Island references.
Dang you for catching that one.
So, I mean, all of that gas. I mean, that's how CO2 got to be. That CO2 got to be 418 parts per minute, parts per million, as of 2022. Look at that. It was the 4th warmest November since 1880.
1880.
Each of the last 7 years are the 7 warmest years in history.
They didn't have air conditioning back then, though, so they didn't really, you know what I mean?
They didn't know.
And now we got air conditioning, so it can be a little warmer, I think.
It's a good point, buddy. It's a good point.
Did I really make a good point?
No,
Really?
because air conditioning is problematic.
I'm problematic. He's a problem.
So then the lift arrived in front of the apartment building. So, and we got out and we said goodbye. It was a very friendly individual.
Ooh, okay.
Even though I didn't know his name and didn't take the time to get to know his name.
Classic Sean.
Feel kind of bad about that.
Don't.
But I was just self-absorbed in the ride, I guess. Just a little too self-absorbed. But we got out.
And you slept nothing. You didn't sleep at all. So you're telling me you went a whole day without sleep?
Right.
No wonder you're a grumpy Gus.
And it wasn't really that long. It wasn't like it was multiple days without sleep.
It sounds like more than one day, though. It sounds like you
at this
started
point,
on
it
it
was just
one
3
day.
in the morning. At this point, it was 3 in the morning on Friday. Yes.
Which is
And I
really...
hadn't slept since I woke up Thursday morning. So it was a long day, to be sure.
Some say over 24 hours.
No, not quite over 24 hours. Just under.
What about time difference?
Maybe like 20 hours. I was taking the time difference into consideration.
Oh, I slept for 20 hours this month one time.
Oh, that's fun.
Maybe remind Sean of USA 2. He loves that. Well, that's what I was alluding to, but thank you for that because, yes, USA 2, everyone, coming
Or
out.
USA All.
Yeah, us all. Us all.
Us all.
Us all. USA 2.
Yep. All right.
It's just, it's going to be very delicate branding. It's going to get hot and heated. The wig party is back. It's going to come out of nowhere, much like a crypto coin chart. You're going to see a very high rise spike. It's going to drop right away. It's what happens. People cash out right away. But then you're going to see it level off, and it's going to build back up. And that's called something. Whoa! Sean's getting glasses!
What?
Yeah, Kara just gave you glasses, buddy. It's too late.
Thanks, Kara. I didn't get to see him.
Hey, Kara! You don't. You should be on TikTok with us, too. I mean, we're on 14 platforms right now. That's all. Not too many to keep up with at once. I mean, it's just a thing. Just a thing that we're all doing. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
But okay, I think that's about it. I think we're at we've come to the Corey. This is the part of the show that everyone loves, and that would be called Roses and Thorns. This is the part of the show where we sit back, we all take stock in the last hour. We get our little gavels out. Maybe we have little mini gavels, and oh, look at me, I'm Judge Judy. Bum bum bum. Oh, look at me, I'm Judge Joe Brown. Bum bum. Oh, look at me, I'm on Law and Order. Bum bum bum. Boom, boom, boom. And then we start basically judging one another and telling each other what we liked. All judgments don't have to be bad, right, Sean? They are final.
Yeah.
They don't have to be bad.
No.
And we also will give us a little bit of a thorn. Let's say if there's something that, okay. For example, I have a thorn for today, and that would be the way we started the show.
Okay.
You may not consider it the start of the show. Some would call it a pre-show ramble, or mistake, because it definitely.
The opening act called Technical Issues.
Technical issues.
Thank you. We have been Technical Issues.
Da 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 da. No one could hear each other. But there's a new setup on Restream today. It's all new. Surprised me. Maybe I should have got at it a little early. Give myself look at this. Give myself a thorn for time management.
Okay. I mean,
Sean, do you have any roses and thorns?
What's that?
Do you have any roses and thorns?
I was about to give you a rose, though, for even though you had gotten a thorn for the beginning, you were able to pull it together pretty quickly. And so I'll give you a rose for that. A rose for maintaining your composure and getting us up and running with only the slightest of delays.
I said I wouldn't cry.
I got a rose for Mikula as well for his.
Go ahead. Talk about Mikula's rose.
He's got steady stream of good comical quips today.
I have these headphones on. I'm sorry that I can't put Sean on. I started to try to do it a second time, but then because we had so much trouble with the first one, that is not even attached. It's its own little 30 to 2 minute just cavalcade of frustration, turning into a good lip reader. Get them glasses on, Dustin. I'd like to give a rose. How about this, Sean, to all of our commenters?
Sure. I'd like to give a rose to Tom Schultz for teaching us about the patience of
bugs and
crocodile,
and reptiles,
alligator, and praying mantis. Yes.
All killers. When I wanted to say, you're more like a sloth, a lover. Probably because, yep, I would agree with you 100%, Nikki. And I would say a thorn, but I would also not want to hurt you with that thorn. But I would definitely still give you the thorn. A rose for Sean's skipper level performance. Reboot Gilligan's Islands with Sean and doesn't.
All right, I'm interested.
That's quite a hashtag.
I got a rose for you for making me aware of this Perry Mason reboot.
I can't wait for you to watch it. I can't wait for us to talk about it. There's some shocking moments. Yo, 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 yo! That was for Thunder Girl, 970 in Florida. I'd like to give a rose to our amazing and wonderful new Meltdown Island Discord community that is flourishing, dare I say, like a very young Hawaii or Fiji, really coming together nicely. What comes up must go down, so come for the fun of it. Stay to watch how it all burns down, everyone. Rose for everyone who takes their role in the exit row seriously. Well, that's mostly Sean on this one occasion, but I
Thank
also
you,
accept that
Mikilla.
rose because if you only knew how many times I had to fly back and forth between New York when Jill was living there and how many times I got that I picked that. I picked that seat for the leg room, for the responsibility. I felt there was a lot of yahoos on the planes I was on. I'm like, not on my plane. Get these snakes off this plane. That's, you know what I mean? I was very much becoming a Samuel L. Jackson type of plane rider.
I got a rose for OC Lynn
O.C. Lynn?
liking my scruff, which was
I like
nice.
that name, O.C. Lynn. It's almost like O.G. Lynn. You know what I mean? It feels right.
Okay.
And you had a rose for what? I was so stuck on the good name, couldn't even hear the rose. That's how good that name was.
She liked my scruff.
Oh, that's right. That dirty old face you got there, unshaven.
The dirty
I hear
old
you.
face that I've got. Of course, rose for
Rose.
Corey and the Alex Baldwin bit.
Mm-hmm. It was a very
Which I
funny
thought
bit.
was
Some
good
was
bit.
embarrassed for him for spelling it wrong, but then we come to find out he spelled it right for the bit.
Well, you assumed Corey spelled it wrong.
You don't know me.
Well,
I
I'd
didn't
say
assume anything.
you presented as
I
if.
definitely presented. I didn't assume, though. I did present. I'll accept that. Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, thank you, Kara. New York's full of yahoos. I agree.
Oh, you're welcome, Lynn.
Had I known about the show, though, I wouldn't have distracted. So back to you, Dustin. I would like to give a rose to the supportive, loving, what do you call it, Sean?
The what?
I said I wouldn't cry.
Is your face melting, buddy?
Meltdown Island, we're getting old.
Indeed.
Well, I think we've said it all, bud.
Except corporations are not people.
Stop the insanity. Power to the humans.
Power to the little people.
The democratization of money has arrived.
Amen, brother.
Well, the democratization of technology has brought us the ability to record our own albums at home. Won an international award from it. It's brought us the democratization of face off. We can make our own movies now. Face off.
It's crazy.
Now we got
Crazy to
TikTok
think
where
about.
we all make little movies together. People who only ever watch things are making things now. And now what is it? Decentralized money, crypto coins. They're democratizing money itself. And as I've taken advantage of the other two so very well, come on, Shiba Inu. Am I right, Sean?
Right.
Oh, I'm getting applause now.
We're getting
Good
applause.
show. Good show. Wow, we're
Thanks,
getting a
Nikki.
lot of you know what I mean? A lot of happy and applauding. That's very lovely.
Yeah, it's fun. Sorry, I ended up taking up all the time telling my story about the trip.
Brother, was intriguing.
But to be fair, you interrupted a lot. So.
Or we just had a conversation, Sean.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or we just had a conversation.
Via the tangent method.
I'm sorry we're not all professionals like Joe Rogan's. Oh,
Right.
Sean.
All right. Okay.
I'm saying you're the one saying this now.
Wait, so I have this animosity to Joe Rogan? I don't. Is that one?
You're always like,
this
why
one of
can't
your
we
things?
be more like Joe Rogan's? Why can't we do other things? And I'm like, okay, Sean.
That's true. I do that a lot.
He doesn't. I'm just messing around. I like to have fun again. Okay, work to live,
right.
not live
Nice
to
work,
work.
everybody.
Nice living is what someone would suggest in that comment.
With us or at us, either way is fine with us too.
Not for me.
I'd like to slip in a rose to Nikki for her candor, which I can appreciate.
Is Andy watching right now? Did you hear what you just said?
Did I say slip in a rose?
Rose! I feel like that's a triple entendre now. Not even a doubles.
The rose because of the Titanic?
Nice try.
Okay.
Somewhere in heart will go on.
Feels like for a second you were about to sing Somewhere Out There, which is
near, far, wherever you are. That was better that time.
all right. Well, nice work. We'll see you next week.
Andy, a kiss on the mouth for me.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice for me to say?
Yeah, I think I will.
I mean, I would appreciate it if you were thinking of me while you give her a kiss.
Yeah. I mean, I always do anyway.
Why is that so funny to me? It's so really weird. It's so weird and obtrusive to your relationship. That's why. That's why it's funny to me.
That's probably that's it. That's it.
If I'm being honest, I guess. I like to mess around in threesomes with Sean. Surprise! That was quite the reveal at the end. We love you to love. We love that you love us, Nikki, and we love you too. Boom.
Heart's back.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Dust Detroit 7 5 4 2 3 2 1 lift off. Some might say the show just went 2 minutes too long.
All right. Then.
Well, we got a little stuck at Sean being at the beginning. Well, welcome to Meltdown Islands. Say that's us, Sean.
All right, buddy.
You gotta say that's us. That's your cat. That's your.
That's us.
Welcome to Meltdown Islands.
That's us.